Many times I've tried to pin down the one thing that makes this country so great, and I can't do it. I can't figure out the one thing. There are several things. For example, the easiest one to point out is the Constitution. The Bill of Rights is something that not many countries nor empires in history have enjoyed. My favorite and the most essential is the First Amendment, which in part reads as follows: Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech. Music to my ears. Beautiful. But our leaders are ignoring it and coming for our free speech. And if they can't do it by legislation, then they will do it by pressuring private companies to silence you. In today's video, we cover a few examples on how Congress is trying to pressure companies to silence you, how YouTube silences its creators, aka ideas, how Amazon silences and bans books and documentaries, aka ideas, how Twitter bans literally everything in the book. Their latest victim? Popular YouTuber Shoe on Head. Her crime? Hate speech. The First Amendment is very clear. Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech. Congressmen and women know this. So, what can they do to silence their political opponents? Silence ideas they don't agree with? Easy. Force companies that disseminate information not to disseminate that specific information. For example, Democratic representatives write to cable companies including AT&T and Comcast and streamers Amazon and Hulu demanding they drop Fox News, OAN, and Newsmax over misinformation. Energy and Commerce Committee members Anna Eshoo and Jerry McNerney are demanding TV providers drop Fox News, One American News, and Newsmax. Who decides what's misinformation or not? Do they get to decide? It seems to me like they're just dropping their political opponents and ideas that go against their agendas. No? Yes. This is dangerous. This is abridging your freedom of speech. But let's move on to today's news. Popular YouTuber Shoe on Head got suspended from Twitter for hate speech. But what exactly happened? Let's check it out. This account violated Twitter rules, specifically for violating our rules against posting hateful imagery. You may not use hateful images or symbols in your profile image or profile header. I wonder what image she used. Maybe a swastika or something? Comment what you think down below. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's see the hateful image. Pepe the Frog? How dare you, woman? That is so hateful. That is so hateful. Now, I'm joking here because I know that the weird lefties have associated Pepe the Frog with white supremacy for no apparent reason. But beyond that, I think that part of the suspension has to do with the text with the picture. I literally just hate liberals. I don't have any other politics. I think maybe that has something to do with it because, Twitter is a very lefty, liberal kind of place. But enough of Twitter. I don't like that place. Let's move on to Amazon. Amazon under fire for erasing from its sales site book critical of transgender movement because there's ideas that are against the mainstream. We can't have that. We are silencing that. Republican senators have asked Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos in a letter why a book challenges the transgender movement was pulled from the sales on the website. The book, When Harry Became Sally, was an Amazon bestseller. It was a bestseller. It provides thoughtful answers to questions arising from our transgender movement and the balanced approach to public policy on gender identity, a sober assessment of the human cost of humane nature, wrong. The book has been in sale for 3 years. Yet this week, it was banned. Last week, it was banned. Because, we're silencing you. But that's not, Amazon doesn't end there. They also tried banning Shelby Steele's documentary. But Shelby Steele is a very popular guy. So they had to uncancel him. What was the documentary about? A documentary about race relations. I wonder what the documentary said. Maybe that black people aren't victims. Maybe that minorities aren't just always victims. Maybe that critical theory is bullshit. But you know what you can find on Amazon? And this isn't hateful at all. This is actually like a manuscript. This is a great leader, guys. This is on Amazon. Mein Kampf. But you know who this guy is, right? I wonder if I say the name on YouTube, they're going to remove my video, so I'm not going to say it. But yeah, this book's available. But this one isn't. And since we're on the topic of banning books, Dr. Seuss had 6 books banned this week. 6 of them. Because they are white supremacists and because they contain hateful and racist imagery. Of course, it's all fake news, but they're banned. They will not be reproduced anymore. Naturally, you can find them on eBay for $12,000 now. Gotta love the market. On Amazon, the 6 books are in the top 10 books sold. Because clearly, nobody really has a problem with these books. It's just the fringe, loud, radical left. In other news, maybe more disturbing news, from The Guardian. Equivalent of COVID emission drop needed every 2 years, study finds. Equivalent falls in emissions over a decade required to keep to safe limits of global heating, experts say. Carbon dioxide emissions must fall by the equivalent of a global lockdown roughly every 2 years for the next decade. The Guardian is advocating for lockdowns every 2 years. They're trying to normalize this shit. Come on, wake up, people. No more lockdowns. Get out of there. Get out there. Live your life, son. Life is risky. Very risky. People are being suspended on Twitter for posting frog memes. YouTube is banning users who have unpopular opinions. Amazon bans books and documentaries like it's nobody's business if, it goes against the mainstream. The silencing of the American people is here and we must wake up and stop it. And by the way, lockdowns every 2 years? Are you out of your goddamn minds? If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, the whole deal. Follow me on Twitter, BitChute. Thank you for watching. See you next time.